What's up, everybody? So every year when I'm here at Marchant Chevrolet around the holiday season, there's a few things in this store that I'd like to show everybody on camera. It's not the first time I've done a video of these particular items, but some of y'all are new subscribers. I definitely got a lot more subscribers on the channel this year than I did have in 2016 around Christmas time. So I do feel that it's time to really show y'all some cool little Christmas stuff they do at Marchant Chevrolet. So stay tuned for just a few minutes. Well, first off, not too big of a deal, but they always put a beautiful wreath right up on the store right there, which looks nice. And it's got some lights in it, so at nighttime that wreath really does kind of stand out there. But the main thing I want to show you is what's right here inside of this front showroom here, which is really neat. And it's a Christmas tree made out of car parts. And again, very unique. This tree has been here at Marchant Chevy, well, at least as long as I've been here, since 2011. And you know, this is kind of cool. If you own a mechanic shop or a body shop or anything like that, you could probably make one of these. But it's really cool. I mean, they got bumpers on here and just all kinds of cool car parts. There's a thermostat right there, you know, headlights, tail lights. And as you can see here, they yeah, it's got a steel wheel down there, some other rims right there, and that's kind of what makes this tree come to life. And then you start adding all these parts on. I'm not exactly sure how they got all this molded together, and I don't want to go fiddling with it because it could fall apart. But I think they somehow got it either welded or somehow all linked up and put together there. So anyways, I thought that was kind of neat. Now, year around at Marchant Chevy, they always have this really cool train right up here. Isn't that neat? And again, that train has also been up there since I've been here, since 2011. And so even when it's not the holiday season, that train sits right up there and looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Now, what would be even cooler is if the owner actually made a track where that thing could ride around in the showroom here. Wouldn't that be neat? Anyway, so a few other little nice things that Marchant Chevy does around Christmas time is these pretty plants right there. Aren't those pretty? Yeah. And they kind of got them all around in the showroom here. Let's see if we can find any more cool little Christmas things while we're at the Marchant Chevy store today. Let's have a look right around this corner here. Now, this little guy, he has nothing to do with Christmas, but he's like also a mechanical car parts robot. He's got his little 3D glasses on. But doesn't that look cool? Yeah, pretty neat. Let's see what else we can find. This is a cool car dealership. I mean, again, it's kind of out in the country. I know a lot of y'all watch the car videos I do of the cars, but I don't ever really show you the store. This is their service department right here. And pretty neat. Cool little Christmas stuff. And I've always kind of liked these guys here, these little reindeer. And again, these, you can make these yourself. I mean, go find some logs out in the yard and put some tree limbs together, and you got yourself get yourself some reindeers. I know it's not. I think the only thing these little reindeer, that must be a doe, and this used to be a buck, but its little horns right there have gone away. Pretty cool. Anyways, that's about it for Christmas stuff at the Chevy store. All right, everybody, so hopefully you enjoyed that little walkthrough of the Marchant Chevy store with some of their Christmas decorations. Always fun. You know, one thing I always love about this store right here is everybody's always seems to be very polite, very happy, and just happy about working here. You know, that always seems to make the difference with a business. If your employees are not happy and they're disgruntled employees and they're just not happy with where they work and everything else, it really makes a difference, and the customers can feel that tension in the store. This place is the total opposite. I mean, everybody's always in a good mood. Hello, Chad, how you doing? And vice versa, right? So that makes a big difference right there. Other than that, last year around this time, Miss Marchant, the owner of Marchant Chevrolet, she passed away in December 2016, and she passed away just around this time last year. So I do want to say thank you to Miss Marchant for everything she did with these dealerships. Thank you to her husband, Bob Marchant. He passed away many years before she did, but Miss Sonia was a great woman. She was here all the time, You know, I remember she'd come in every day she'd be in here by 11 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, she'd go to lunch. I mean, it was like clockwork. On Fridays, she went to see the chiropractor every Friday at like 1 o'clock. And, you know, and on top of that, Miss Marchant was always here. This store closes around 6 or 7 o'clock. She'd always be here even after the store was closed until 8, 9 o'clock at night. You know, there was times that, you know, after the store was closed, you know, I might pop in and just sit back there and talk with her. But she was a great woman, and it was really sad when she passed away, but she was a good woman. She left a great legacy here with the Marchant Chevy store and Ravenel Ford. And now her son, Rob Marchant, is running these businesses, and he's a great man as well. And just a great group of people to be here in the Charleston area to have the Marchant Chevy and the Ravenel Ford store. Just a quick little story, you know, Bob Marchant, which was Sonia's husband, Bob Marchant, you know, just right down the road here, probably about, I don't know, about 15 minutes down the road on Savannah Highway, Highway 17. If you're from Charleston, you know Savannah Highway. They call it the Auto Mile, right? And there's tons and tons of car dealerships down on the Auto Mile there. And there is Rick Hendrick. Everybody knows Rick Hendrick. You know, they have car dealerships all over the country. Well, Rick Hendrick has tons of dealerships down Savannah Highway there, and they have the big Chevy store right there on Savannah Highway. Well, there's actually a road right there at the Chevy dealership that kind of runs right next to it called Bob Marchant Boulevard. You know, Bob Marchant was good friends with Rick Hendrick back in the day, and at the time, listen to this. Rick Hendrick had Bob Marchant running the Rick Hendrick Chevy store right down the road here, while Bob Marchant owned Marchant Chevy right here. It used to be way back in the day called Big O Chevy, and Bob Marchant bought it and named it Marchant Chevrolet. And back in that time frame, Rob Marchant ran this store while his dad ran the Rick Hendrick Chevy store. So how about that? Isn't that neat? You never, you know, you think about it. You know, a GM that runs a car dealership usually just runs that dealership. But this man owned a Chevy store just 15 minutes up out here in Ravenel while working as a GM at the other Rick Hendrick Chevy store. So that's pretty exciting, and you know, that means a lot, and that tells you right there that Bob Marchant obviously was a great man in the car business and knew how to run dealerships and own them and all of that. So again, happy holidays, everybody. I just wanted to share that quick story with you because, like I said, a lot of y'all watch the videos I do at Ravenel Ford and Marchant Chevrolet, and you don't really know a lot of the backdrop on these older dealerships out here. So I hope they stay here for many years to come, so maybe one day I can pass my video legacy down and what I do to my son or my daughter. And I'm sure these good old folks out here in the country will let Jackson or Kendall come out here and film cars when I start training them when they get a little older. That's if they want to do that. But anyways, they love being YouTubers. They love YouTube so much. So I can only imagine they would probably love to do car videos one day. But anyways, thank you so much. Have a happy holiday season. God bless you. We'll see you soon. From Marchant Chevy, Ravenel Ford, and I'm Chad with Charleston Car Videos. Hey, before we go real quick, gotta show you a cool Chevy truck right now, okay? I don't know how fast I'm gonna be able to video this truck, or if the owner sees it, he might get upset with me for filming it, but here's a little holiday gift from me, letting you see this beautiful Chevy truck right here in this shop. As you can see, right there behind me. Anyways, let's switch the camera around, let's take a look. So from looking at it right here, you know, without even walking in, I said, oh, that's one beautiful truck, right? I'm actually completely wrong as usual. It is actually a beautiful K5 Blazer. Check this thing out. I mean, totally redesigned, you know, I mean, not redesigned, but totally redone over, painted. I mean, look at this beautiful K5 Blazer. My camera's about to die, so I'm gonna move quickly as possible, but my goodness. Look at this thing. I mean, paint is in tip-top shape, good-looking alloy wheels. Whoever owns this, and I don't even have a clue at this particular moment, they have really done a good job with this one. It looks good. Anyways, I'd love to get this thing out on the road and take it for a test spin. Look at that. My Ray. Is that not cool as can be? At any moment, my camera is going to die, but I'm going to keep filming until it dies. And you just don't get to see these K5 Blazers all that much, and it's really cool. Oh yeah. Doesn't have any tags on it or anything, so maybe Mr. Rob Marchant actually owns this. I mean, it's got the roll bar. It's in great shape. I don't know who owns it, but this thing is cool. And you know, these K5 Blazers are tough as nails. I mean, anyways. All right, happy holidays. You got to see something cool on the channel today. You know, there's a classic K5 Blazer from Chevrolet. You know, that's where Chevys, man, I'm telling you, they have definitely evolved over the years, but man, that is one good looking vehicle right there. So you got to see it. It's in good shape. Wow. Man, we might make that the thumbnail picture right there. That is pretty sweet. Oh, so a little info on the K5 Blazer back there. It's a 1972. It's got, of course, the 350 V8 under the hood, and supposedly the engine's only 2 years old, and it was purchased off of eBay out of New Hampshire, somewhere out there, and they trucked it down here and checked it out, and it's in great shape. So anyways, a 1972 Chevy K Blazer. Don't want to say who actually owns it. He kind of wants to keep that on the down low, but anyways, like I told him, congrats. Beautiful K5 Blazer, and he said, man, you should see it with the top off. It looks really good. So anyways, he did say, you know, later on, maybe when the weather's a little bit nicer, he would love for me to do a review on it right out here at the store. So stay tuned for that. At some point, we'll get that K5 on Blazer, crank it up, and maybe even take it for a spin. All right, everybody, we'll see you soon. That's it.